hope all y'all are having a blessed day. We are here with our part 2 of our new Mosaic Madness, the Quilt As You Go quilt along that we are doing. And I made a pile of tile. So let's get into it. We are here with our yummy stack of fabric from India. And I also have one of these stripology rulers, and I thought that it might help make the cutting a bit more consistent. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to square it up, and this has little grippies so it won't slide, hopefully. But I also have my weight that I'm going to be using. And this is the Creative Grids Stripology Ruler Extra Large. And if you are interested in it, I do have a link to it in my description down below. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten up this edge, and you put it in the slot, and then you go, and that should give us a nice straight edge. And now I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to line up the 0 line right on the edge of this. And now for the top fabric, we need 3-inch strips, and then subcut them to 3-inch square and a 3-inch by 6-inch rectangle. So this is the 0 line, and I can tell that it's right on the line of the fabric because this slot in the ruler has dropped down to the tabletop, and the edge is right on the edge of the fabric. So here is the 3-inch line. And again, you're going to cut as many pieces at the same time that you are comfortable cutting. So that is the 3-inch line. Now we also need 4.5 inch. I did the 3-inch line, so now I'm going to move over 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So that is going to be this white line here. And we have this for future scrap quilts. Put the weight on there. Going to do 3-inch by 3-inch. And now we're doing 3-inch by 6-inch. So there are some top pieces, and now we can do at 7.5. So this is 4.5 by 7.5. Okay, and those are scraps. All right, and then the next cut that we would do is we would do in a 4.5-inch square. So for that, I'm going to get myself another pile of fabric. You will be able to get the larger cuts out of a square, but not at the same time that you're getting the smaller cuts. So you can cut some fabrics up to get as many 3 inches you can get here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is about 10-inch. So you could get 3 3-inch cuts, and that would give you the 3-inch square, and it would give you the 6-inch rectangle. That's how you can cut these up. And then when you go ahead to go do these, you'll be cutting these up like this, and then you can get 2 4.5-inch squares out of here. You use whatever method is more comfortable and more safe for you. You can actually draw lines on this if you want and use scissors, or you can use your rotary cutter and whatever ruler you have that you are comfortable with. I do suggest using a weight to hold the ruler down so it doesn't slide. And you can see my pile of stuff here. I have the small bricks for the top fabric. I have batting, and I've got the backs, and we will do a big brick first. We're going to put that face down, and then we're taking a piece of batting. And if you want some assurance, just check that it is 3/4 all the way around. And it is. So now we're taking our top fabric, and I have my package of sewing clips here. Okay, and we are going to fold this up to the edge of the small piece, and we are taking our seam roller and folding it like that. And now we are folding it up and over the edge, and we're taking some clips, and we are clipping that edge down, and now we are going to do the same thing here. And we're basically going to do this all the way around. And you can take a pin and tuck this end in here that you can see right there. You can just, if there's any raw edge exposed, just scooch it inside, get a clip on it, and continue on your merry way and get that last piece up. And I'm going to tuck the edge in. All right, so that is how you are going to do all of your tiles. Now we'll do a square one. I'm taking a large square, putting it face down, taking a piece of batting, putting that in the middle, taking a small square and placing that right side up on top of the batting. And then we do the same thing that we did here. We're going to fold this up until it meets the edge of the small piece, folding it up and clipping it. So you can get into a rhythm here and work like a good little minion. And pretty soon you'll have this whole pile done. You'll have to stop if you run out of clips. And then you can switch to doing some sewing. There we have it. There is a little square. Now I have my zipper foot on my machine, and I have my needle going down the left edge of the zipper foot. And I'm going to put the foot down, and I'm going to use my seam ripper here and hold this down, and we're going to go all the way to the edge. One more, there we go. And now we're going to go backwards a couple stitches, and now we're going to pivot, use my seam ripper to, and continue onward. All right, there you go. There is your first tile. So I'm going to continue to work on this pile until we meet again. And I did want to show you some of these. They are just so soft. And I love the colors. And so, sometimes you get little serendipities like this. Just beautiful. They're really turning out very, very nicely. Here is a small one, and you can see right here, where are you? Where I stitched all the way to the edge to sew this flap down, and then turned around and then came back to this point and then went this way. These fabrics are very vintage to me. So we are going to have ourselves a live stream on Friday, September 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we are going to have a sew along. So what you should do until Friday is sew up a bunch of your tiles in both sizes, and then when we come back on Friday for the sew along, we will be piecing these together into our quilts. So it doesn't have to be the entire thing at this point. So if you only have enough tiles to do a couple blocks or a small section of the quilt, that's perfectly okay. And you can continue working on it at your own pace. And this is one tile that I tried to do with handwork, and I found it to be quite difficult. My needle was too large, but I couldn't see the smaller needles. And my hands just don't like the handwork. And that's a shame, because this is a perfect portable project, PPP. So you can just stuff some of these things into your purse in a little Ziploc bag, and you've got yourself a project for any downtime. Waiting room, not traffic lights, that's a little dicey. But waiting rooms or standing in line at the DMV, because we all have to do that. We'll get together on this Friday, September 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will have a great time. So if you have any questions for me, you can leave them in the comments section below this video. Please put question exclamation point in all caps at the very beginning of your comment, and that way I can sort through the comments that are just for questions for the live stream, and I'll easily be able to find all your questions. And we can get together. We'll have Sanjay moderating, so he will, because I'm going to be sewing these things together. So while I'm doing that, he will be moderating and he will be asking me questions, and he will be relaying any comments that you all have. And we can try playing with decorative stitches if you like. We can do all sorts of fun things. So until then, I will see you right back here at 70 Acres Studio on Friday. And I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I want to thank you all so very much for your enthusiasm with this project. And there will be another one after this. It's going to start with a sponsored video. I will be doing a Quilter's Temu haul, and I'll be giving you my honest opinions on and reviews of the products that I've ordered. I've got this big, huge bag here. And then that's going to be the kickoff for a new project. And that project will be, surprisingly enough, another quilt along. And it will be another Quilt As You Go quilt. And this will be a paid pattern because it has templates and it's a little bit more advanced, and it's still going to be easy. I think that a beginner could certainly tackle it. And again, we can do quilt alongs where we get together. You can also join my Discord if you want to be able to share photos, and if you have questions, please do consider coming over to the Discord. I will leave a link in the description below this video. And thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a very, very blessed day, a very, very blessed week ahead. I love you all so very much. God bless.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, John Boy.